Good afternoon. This is Ty the Oracle, and I have prepared for you a reading for the Zodiac sign Scorpio. So, we have a new beginning for a woman who was in her High Priestess energy, and for an Emperor. So, this woman is perhaps in her Empress. She's perhaps an Empress, and she's also on a journey in her spirituality right now. This could be you. Very well. On your spiritual journey. Now, this doesn't always mean that you have children, but the Emperor and Empress could also represent a serious couple or even a married couple. So there is a very extremely mature woman here with this Emperor. Not only is she matching him, they could be yoked in a specific area or perhaps totally in general. You know your situation, but for this female who is in her high priestess energy, there's a part of yourself where you could even be researching something about your family history, because that's still tapping into your higher self through those types of research, through looking back and finding out about your family members, things about them. This also helps you to understand yourself in many different ways. I'm seeing something here about this woman in her high priestess energy that has been dealing with some sort of incubus or succubus energy as well. See, this journey, this pathway can be typically, if you're in your high priestess energy, this is a journey where you're going to find many things being revealed to you so you can understand your true self, and that this is also so that you can reach your higher self, your highest self, reach your highest potential. Sometimes we end up going on bad pathways, right? Or journeys that are, we won't just necessarily have to call them bad, but they're not always the ones where we have a lot of peace in our lives. There could be a lot of chaos from some decisions that were made here, especially with this siren spirit out from the water kingdom. So there's someone who had some heavy emotional play here, along with the jealousy. And so there's someone here who was going back and forth from between being happy and then falling into sadness and jealousy because of, perhaps it could be the high priestess or the emperor, with doing with something involved with their emotions with another, perhaps. Because there's no reason for this woman to be in her high priestess energy and for there to be the emperor card out. And then there's jealousy here. And the jealousy, it's like I'm picking it up. It's from either of them. It could be from the both of them or either of them. But literally, I'm picking up from both the high priestess and the emperor. So this could be something from the past, because there is the Exodus card here. So there is a difficult, hardcore time that the high priestess and or the emperor, one or both, are leaving behind. They're leaving out of this, one or both of them. This is a promise season for many of you. Many of you are stepping to a promised land. And there's also some of you who are seeking validation. That has to do with this jealousy card. Perhaps this is why there's a new journey up. I see someone here, and this could even be, this high priestess could even represent a woman who is just simply in her maturity at this time, who is in her wants and needs met. Okay, this is a psychology term, I guess you could say. And she has her needs met, okay? And she's also in her wants, so her desires are being chased after. Her desires are being kept in order. She's keeping them. Her desires are important. This is part of her life and her destiny. It's not just enough for her to have her needs met. She's also going after her wants, her desires. This is truly developing who she truly, truly is. And this woman is either being called to or already has a very canny, upright attitude. Or, more than likely, this is the energy that you need to be in as well. You could be heading towards this as well. Some of you may be in this energy, but for many of you, in order for you to step into that mature woman energy, where not only your needs are met, but you're also going after your desires in life, in order for you to have that, many of you are going to have a serious state of seriousness and purpose, right? There's something about this Emperor energy seeking validation. This could have caused this High Priestess woman in her High Priestess energy to be seeking validation, but there is specifically an Emperor energy here who could have been seeking validation from some sort of siren spirit, someone, a water spirit, the water kingdom. This person had a very heavy spirit of jealousy. And this Emperor seeking validation from someone whom they did not know was a master manipulator, someone who they did not know, that had perhaps some sort of disorder in emotional, someone who does energy work, okay? There is again that voodoo energy, right? And for many of you, you had an Emperor energy or an Emperor energy, this is in the past or currently one that you know, that had a connection with a geisha spirit, okay? And these spirits, these energies, seek to attack a woman who is in her High Priestess energy through an Emperor. There's a woman in her High Priestess energy who could have been attacked by a heavily jealous water spirit. A woman or a person in general, right, male or female. This person had a heavy, emotionally manipulative spirit. I'm picking up multiple personalities as well, depending on the type of person or the type of work that this person did. Someone heavily into emotional play. And again, the emotional manipulation. Someone who uses tricks and tactics. Tools. They have a toolbox full of tools. So, again, someone with this exodus season. Someone is in an exodus season from themselves being in an emotionally bound spirit. Someone who ended up picking up the spirit of jealousy. A woman who is in her High Priestess energy with the spirit of jealousy just does not work. It does not go together. This Exodus season, thank the Most High, the higher powers, for the higher power, the Most High, God, right? For this, because there is seriously a woman who had some sort of emotional play, emotional work done on her. And there is no woman who wants to be in her energy of High Priestess that has any other, especially not coming through an Emperor, right? Especially not coming through someone who is in his Emperor energy towards you, putting you into some sort of jealousy energy that is assault on your frequency. That is assault on your frequency, your energy. When you are building in that energy of High Priestess, could also be called again that mature woman. Even if you're a young woman, when you're in that energy and you're hit with jealousy from someone in an Emperor energy towards you, that is extreme. And many of you are finding yourselves having to pick yourself back up from that. But many of you are getting that. You're getting that Exodus season. You are stepping out of that dark, dry spell. And again, there's spell work definitely in here between a couple. They could be married, but it doesn't mean that they were. But these two had or have a real bond. And this bond could have been turned into a trauma bond. But there is a new beginning here. There's definitely a new beginning here. Someone pretty much rebuilding themselves, right? This is also, I'm picking up the New Jerusalem, right? The New Jerusalem. And so there's someone here who, through them seeking validation, or just in general from a situation dealing with jealousy, there's someone who hasn't been able to manifest or birth things into reality the way that they wanted to. Or this could definitely be the past. Someone was not able to birth things, ideas, and things that they wanted to manifest into reality. They could have been, especially in her high priestess energy, who knows what type of things or ideas she was creating or working on the verge of on the verge of releasing. Or you could be in that energy right now where you are meant to be working on and building and releasing things, and recently or currently you're not able to birth or manifest things properly. But with this new beginning, the start of a new journey, you have the power to make it a good or a bad one, right? So many of you are going to be getting deliverance in this season, and depending on if you choose to stay in a victimhood mentality of choosing to allow yourself to feel like certain things are still happening to you, or if you come into the reality that that's no longer happening to me and I'm here where I am now, those people, that situation, though, that person, none of that can alter or harm me anymore, I will not allow it, then you can begin to manifest and birth things properly into your reality. Okay? So that is the reading for Scorpio.